Right now, somewhere in the world, a woman is giving birth without a single doctor in the room. No monitors, no epidural, no sterile lights, just her body, her breath, and a group of women who have done this before. For most of human history, this was the only way. And the strange part is this: your body was never built to make it easy. Something happened millions of years ago that turned childbirth into one of the most dangerous events a human could survive. Not an accident, not bad luck, a trade-off written into your bones. Here's the reframe. Walking upright reshaped the human pelvis. It had to narrow to support the weight of a body balanced on 2 legs instead of 4. At the same time, your ancestors' brains were exploding in size. Bigger heads, narrower hips. 2 evolutionary pressures pulling in opposite directions, and your species stuck right in the middle. Anthropologists call this the obstetrical dilemma, a term first proposed by Sherwood Washburn back in 1960. It describes a species asking its body to do something almost impossible: push a large-headed infant through a birth canal. That evolution kept shrinking. No other primate faces this problem quite like humans do. A baby chimpanzee slides out with room to spare. A human baby barely fits. So, how did anyone survive before hospitals existed? The answer is not what you'd expect. Evolutionary anthropologist Wenda Trevathan spent decades studying birth across cultures, and she found something remarkable. Human babies are born facing backward, away from the mother. That single detail changes everything. A mother cannot easily reach down and guide her own baby out the way other primates do. She needs help, someone to catch, to turn, to support the baby's fragile neck. This is why Trevathan argues that childbirth may be the very reason humans became social in the first place, not the invention of tools, not the discovery of fire. Birth itself. Think about that for a second. The most dangerous moment in early human life may have forced your ancestors to trust each other, to stay close, to build the very first support systems humanity ever had. And they did build them long before hospitals. There were midwives. Every culture on earth developed one. In ancient Egypt, midwives held respected positions, sometimes recorded in official records, alongside priests and scribes. In parts of ancient Greece, midwifery was considered skilled work passed down through experience rather than books. Knowledge moved from woman to woman, generation to generation, refined through nothing but repetition and memory. Anthropologist Brigitte Jordan documented something striking when she studied birth practices across different societies. Despite wildly different customs, cultures across the world converged on strikingly similar techniques: upright positions, squatting, movement instead of stillness. Modern hospitals would spend centuries rediscovering what midwives already knew. Why upright? Gravity helps. But there's more to it. Squatting widens the pelvic opening by several crucial millimeters. In a birth this tight, millimeters decide outcomes. Ancient women intuitively found the positions that gave their bodies the best possible chance, passed down through observation, not textbooks. There was no anesthesia, no antibiotics. If infection set in, complications that are routine in a hospital today could be fatal. Thousands of years ago, historians estimate maternal mortality in the ancient and pre-modern world was staggeringly high compared to now, sometimes claiming the lives of 1 in 100 women per birth, repeated across a lifetime of multiple pregnancies. It's a sobering number. It's also the quiet reason birth became sacred. In nearly every early culture, something to be feared and honored at the same time. Rituals sprang up everywhere. Birthing huts, separate from the main dwelling. Specific herbs, some genuinely useful, others purely symbolic. Chants, prayers, protective charms hung near the doorway. Not superstition. Without purpose. An attempt to control the uncontrollable in a moment when no one fully could. And yet, against these odds, your species survived. Every single person alive today exists because a chain of women, stretching back hundreds of thousands of years, made it through narrow hips, oversized skulls, unmedicated pain, and rooms lit only by fire. Here's the part that should make you pause. Modern medicine solved most of what ancient women couldn't. Surgery for the emergencies, monitors for the warning signs, pain relief for the hours that used to be endured in silence. But one thing hasn't changed. Birth is still, at its core, a group effort. Doctors have replaced village midwives. Nurses have replaced sisters and neighbors. The instinct Trevathan identified, the need for another set of hands, another person to trust, is still built into how humans do this. Next time you see a birth photo or hear a friend describe labor, notice something. It's rarely just one person in the frame. There's almost always someone holding a hand, coaching a breath, standing just outside the door. That's not modern comfort. That's 100,000 years of instinct. Right now, somewhere in the world, a woman is giving birth. And whether she's surrounded by machines or by firelight, one thing hasn't changed since the very first human birth. She is not doing it alone.